Can you add a bit more?
Hello. All right, Bernard. I think what he's saying, let's break it down this way. So Mr. Yofi Grant will go out and convince an investor to come into the country to invest. He will say to the investor, come into Ghana, it's a great place to do business. This is the new cool thing in Africa. The investor follows Mr. Yofi Grant and then comes. Then the investor will go to GIPC and register. Right? Mr. Yofi Grant will take a small fee, very nice to the investor. After that, the investor will now have to deal with the regulator. That is where the problem of the investor begins. So there are regulators who don't care about what Mr. Yofi Grant told you. They would, you could be doing your work, and in 6 months they'll go to Parliament and say, we have reviewed our, policy regulation. You have to comply within this period, or if you don't comply, I'm sorry, we can't help you. And by the time you go back to Mr. Yofi Grant, he's constrained. He really doesn't know what to do. So that's what he's talking about. The harmonization of the laws after the investor arrives in country is very important and is very critical. So you have the Minerals Commission, you have the Petroleum Commission, you have the Standards Board, you have even MOGS and something agency, they all collect a fee. And these fees are not cheap. That's what he's saying. So that adds to the cost of doing business. And then you have a GRA. Our good friends. The interpretation of the tax law is not clear. So the IFC country director says clarity. That should be clear. If it's 15%, we know it's 15%. It is not 15% today. Another officer comes and says, no, based on my interpretation, it's 15 plus 2 and plus minus 3, and you are not paying it. Then they give you what they call an assessment. And if you're a foreign company, and you get an assessment of $100 million 3 months to the end of the year, how are you going to report to your principals that a GRA says, we owe this amount? So those are the complexities, and you have to pay 30% before you even complain. So we understand this country needs revenue, but these are the instruments of revenue.
This is sector agnostic.
Yes.
This is not just extractives or all sectors.
All sectors.
Drug manufacturing, FMCG.
Everybody. And so we need to do something about it. That's why I'm happy about the ministers working together to synchronize the regulations.
He's brought a lot of ministers here. So his trade minister is here. Agri minister just joined. Awal is here. I'm sure by the time we finish, the whole cabinet will be here. So you guys just keep talking. Cynthia, I don't want to add anything. So